Welcome back to the Georgia State Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today is week 1 where we will open up against the number 19th overall Ole Miss. It's bad enough that we are a 65 overall team, but to get a matchup like this to start is daunting. We do aspire to transition over to the SEC one day, but I did not think we would be facing this type of competition right out of the gate. College Football 26 doesn't have an adjust lineup screen where you can see a depth chart, so I made one to present our starting rotation. It would have been long-winded if I went through every player in that intro video. But don't worry, we will not miss out on any action on these guys that will make an impact on this team this season, or guys we will see developing at a solid pace. Ole Miss's quarterback is Austin Simmons. This sophomore is the starter since the departure of Jackson Dart, and he's dangerous. He can show off his southpaw cannon or even use his legs as a weapon in the backfield. This will be a good eye test to see how our linebackers respond today. Ole Miss will also show off their linebackers, and the attention will be towards Suntarine Perkins, 5-star weak side linebacker, and there's nothing weak about his game. I had a game plan of executing our run game if we stand a chance to steal a win, but in order to do so, we need to be aware of where he is at all times. Branson Robinson came over from the SEC last year, and I'm gonna lean on him heavily today based off his experience and skill set. Running the ball and putting the pressure on the QB is the only way to come out on top. Marlon Dean has good speed coming off the edge, and he will need to lead the D-line if we want to generate any type of disruption to this offense. What works even more to Ole Miss's advantage is that we are playing a night game. It is electric here in Mississippi, and the crowd will be a major factor in today's game. This is the first game I will be playing here on College Football 26, so this could get ugly. But I'm excited, and let's get this going. We'll start on offense. And welcome to week 1, everybody, as Branson Robinson gets the early return, and he will get us to the 17. That's really tough to see, but I'm sure we'll manage. Robinson stays on the field, and they just get it off, and his first carry will go for a short gain. He'll be the engine to our offense, and it's up to our O-line to step up, as Robinson will blast his way for a Georgia State first down. It's tempting to just air it out to quiet this crowd noise, but we need to stay composed and control the tempo and clock of this game. New running back now is Rashad Amos. He'll get the carry, trying to stretch this outside, and he's free down the sidelines. Rashad Amos will take this run for 32 yards on his first carry of the season. And this is a guy who we demoted to as our RB2 because of his lack of speed. But that run there just showed his explosiveness. And Coach Kendrick Cook is very proud on the sidelines of how we're starting this game. DJ Murray now another option in the backfield. It goes to his belly, and he'll get 7 as we face our first third down. It's been all run so far for this offense, as Valaire's first attempt will be completed to his tight end James Dodd. Dodd known more for his blocking skills, but nice catch to make it 4th and inches. And showing no fear here to be aggressive. They do snap it, and Branson Robinson will go right up the gut to move the sticks. Finding the end zone would boost all of our momentum here on the road. 2-back set, Murray and Amos. It goes to Amos, and he will knife his way through the lanes, and he's been impressive to start. Good way to show he's deserving of more touches for sure. As Murray gets it, and he's stuffed. We want to be a more run-heavy team, but we need Valaire in these situations. As the quick toss is caught, first down to the true freshman tight end, Matthew Erickson. His first career catch nearly finished in the end zone as Georgia State hands it off to Robinson, and he's got the touchdown. First drive of the season finishes with 6, and the transfer from Georgia is the key to us shocking this Ole Miss crowd. And our kicker is Liam Rickman, and he'll drill the extra point try for a 7-point lead here on the road. Yes, this is Heisman road, as Austin Simmons will get his first shot against our defense. Counter handoff, as he gets by one, and a nice collective effort to swarm him for a loss. Ole Miss going hurry up. I like that we can pick different formations like this now. What I don't like is a quick snap, and this run by Damian Taylor has a bit more success. Okay, I gotta pick plays a lot quicker now that I know they can do that. Simmons will attempt his first pass. It's checked down, and Stribling will fight but unable to get past Deuce Walker. I like this corner a lot. It's unfortunate he's potentially transferring because he wears many hats for our team at the moment, including punt returns. As he'll field this near the 25, but it will go only for just a short gain. So much potential for a redshirt freshman, but that's the name of the college football game nowadays. Guys will leave if you lack development or program success, as DJ Braswell picks up 9. Here's 3rd and short with squiggly lines everywhere. Panthers run a screen, and the defense is all over it. Big time play by Cam Franklin, and now we'll bring out the punting unit. Damon White is our freshman punter, a position we won't need to worry about for a while. And solid coverage there by the true freshman corner, Fabian Keith. So Ole Miss will start from their own 35. Simmons with a bullet pass, and that is disrupted by D.I.C. Hopkins. You'll be hearing his name a bunch this year. As Simmons connects on this pass, but great coverage there by Josiah Robinson and the redshirt freshman Antonio Wesley. Wesley is someone we would love to develop here in this series, and he wants the opportunity to play as much as possible on this team. As Simmons will use his legs, and that'll pick up the first down. That's the first time he's used his legs today, and we need to be aware of that threat anytime he drops back. This time he'll throw, and dumps it off to his running back Diggs, and Justin Battle will tackle him down just before the marker. Justin Battle is probably our best corner on the team at the moment, as Ole Miss has more rhythm on this drive, and they are going to build on it as Simmons with tons of daylight will pull them near the 25-yard line. We need to put a spy on him quickly. Another drop back, flag on the play, and this one will be nullified. Looks to be a hold on Ole Miss. This is now 2nd and 21. Simmons with the play fake, and he never saw the pressure coming. That is Zachary Davis with the first sack to the Georgia State series. Rare playing time for him, and he just works the right tackle with this quick hook, and now this drive is close to being stalled. What a pleasantly surprising job by the defense in this first quarter. It's 3rd and forever. Simmons with time. He lasers this across, and it's a huge gain. Nearly picking up the first, but it's enough to pull them back into field goal range. And this is Dustin C. for the 35-yard try. And right down Broadway as Ole Miss will put themselves on the board to start the second quarter. We couldn't have asked for a better start, but there's still a lot of game left to be played. These Power 4 teams are never going to just let you walk all over them. And an RPO pass, and that's caught. Matthew Erickson once again moving the chains. I've enjoyed throwing his direction so far. This is Branson Robinson, and he'll carry this outside the numbers and picks up a healthy gain. However, that may have come at a cost. This is a major loss if he can't go, and I don't think we should risk it with this being the first game of the season. So here is Tawan Payton, the true freshman. He'll get the give here. Nice cut, and Payton will pick up 6 yards to get his college career underway. Georgia State now facing 3rd and 4. Belair to the air, and that's caught. Javon Robinson with his first catch of the season. I'm a big fan of his game. I think he is one of the best separators in terms of his routes on this team. It's just so crisp and easy for us to find him as our safety valve. Amos gets 3. Payton back in. It's pitched outside, and Payton has enough speed to catch the edge, and Tawan Payton making a big impact on this drive. Good things happen when you have speed. As the speedy McGee gets crushed, and a loss of 3 on his first touch of the game. Belair Dumps it, and it's Peyton showing us his ability to catch out of the backfield. Yardage now cut in half. We need 7 to move the sticks. Belair wants it all, and that is incomplete in the back of the end zone. Attempted to drive that ball to Ted Hurst, best player on the team, and sometimes you want to just give him a shot. But that's tough to do in double coverage, as Rickman will cancel Ole Miss's field goal by nailing the 38-yarder. And this is now back to a touchdown lead. Simmons thought about running and fires a seed instead. That's a quick 15-yarder. He's beginning to get into more of a groove as the game grows, as Logan Diggs gets the carry and he's going to pick up another first down. Haven't seen much of a ground game from Ole Miss, and they are taking a page out of our book, as Diggs goes up the middle again, and nice wrap-up by Wesley. How about 3 straight runs, and Diggs will keep this drive going. 24 yards for Diggs, and 20 of them were on these last few plays. As a quick toss to Stribling, and he will jet his way for a solid gain. Jordan Huff, the backup safety, a bit slow in coverage. As Simmons finds Stribling again, and our defense looking a little bit gassed out there with this up-tempo offense. Here's another run. This is Kawan Lacey, and oh, what a move by Lacey, and he will move the chains again. You never want to be on this side of a play like this, but man, Derek Maxey was crossed up. Simmons, fastball, and there's a touchdown. Winston Watkins Jr. And Ole Miss gets rewarded with a light show as we are all tied up. 10 apiece with 3:20 left of the first half. Belair goes for the flat, and Erickson makes his 3rd catch of the day. Crowd back to life as Peyton runs into a wall, and he's going to lose a chunk on this play. All of a sudden, Ole Miss has tightened up on defense. Quick drop and toss. It's McGee, and he's got just enough for the first down. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Belair drops to pass, and he loses the football. Ole Miss falls on top of it, and it has completely fallen apart here in the second quarter. This, of course, is Sunterian Perkins, who we highlighted earlier, and he's just too quick for the tackle Ethan Charles to handle. Ole Miss now in the driver's seat, and the pass is caught on the outside. That goes for 7. Ole Miss now goes underneath. It's Caden Lee, and he'll pick up the first down. If we can get away with just a field goal, this would be a big-time win for us. They go back to the ground, and this run will be shy, and Georgia State will call a timeout. Still a good amount of time if they can get a stop here. And that'll help. Big-time tackle by Justin Battle, and we'll burn another timeout. This is a 64 overall defense that has shown some heart, but Ole Miss's offense is just too much to handle. Touchdown, Caden Lee. Big turnaround here as they take their first lead as we finish off the first half. This was at a point a touchdown lead for us for a large chunk of the first half. And all of a sudden, Ole Miss came firing from all directions to give them the lead. We controlled the time of possession, but 2 key moments hurt us. Obviously, the fumble to finish the first half, but also when Branson Robinson went down. We were just stalled collectively as an offense. Someone else needs to pick it up and step up to the moment. But the more important task at hand is getting the football back as Ole Miss gets it to start the second half. And that'll help. Simmons goes down. It's Marlon Dean with his first sack of the season. Loss of 6 on the play. As Simmons plays catch with Stribling again, he'll fly upfield, and another nice tackle by Battle. He's been very physical with this play today when we needed it. And Wesley shuts down the run. And the true freshman has been very impressive with his first career start. Everything is shaking. Peyton and Murray are the backs. It's Murray, and he'll quiet the noise a bit as he rips this up the middle. And that is one of the biggest plays since Rashad Amos's run. Play clock running down. Belair gets it off. Here's a screen to Peyton. Following blocks upfield. And Tawan Payton will pick up another 9 through the air. Solid game for the true freshman. But this time he's stonewalled for a loss of 2. Xavier Harris with the tackle in the backfield. 3rd and 3. McGee in the slot. Belair will go underneath to the speedy redshirt freshman, and that'll move the sticks and get them into Ole Miss territory. Austin McGee has all it takes to be a burner from the slot, and he's going to be someone we give the ball to if he opts to stay. Now a deep ball, and that's going to be incomplete. Dangerous pass there by Belair. This one is further than the last attempt. Needing 10 again. It's McGee again, but this time he is dragged backwards and just shy of the marker. Coach wants to go for it, and I agree. I'm not sure when we'll see another chance like this. Toss to the outside. He's got Hurst. Ted Hurst has speed down the sidelines, and Georgia State is going to tie the game. Touchdown, Panthers. The first catch of Ted Hurst's season goes all the way to the end zone for 35 yards. And I'm disappointed in the fact that I didn't give him the ball early and often. We may have to force feed him if that is the result we get each time. As Simmons throws another perfect ball to Stribling, and they've been on the same page all game. Now tossing the bubble screen. He's got a block in space to run, and Ole Miss will propel themselves over to Georgia State territory. Ole Miss responding well to our touchdown, as Simmons with time, checking it down to the flat, and that cut will make this 3rd and a yard. It feels like they're going even faster. It's back to the ground, and a nice wrap-up by Maxey, but it's a new fresh set of downs again. We'll jump to 3rd down and 6. Blitz coming, and down goes Simmons again. Big time hit by Josiah Robinson, and Simmons looks to be feeling it as he's shaken up. Ole Miss will settle for the 51-yarder. We'll see if CA has the leg. And the kick is no good. Wide left, and momentum is back to Georgia State. Golden opportunity for the Panthers. As Murray's 2nd down run is sealed up. And just like that, it's 3rd and long again. They're going to try a screen. And just too much heat to get it off. Belair is lucky that wasn't picked by a lineman. Simmons grinding it out. And the screen is read nicely. And now Ole Miss will face their own 3rd and long. It's a run. No, it's a throw. It's Caden Lee. And he nearly picks it up. A flurry of moves by their star receiver, but luckily Hopkins got there just in time. Just a bit over a minute left in the 3rd. As Belair will boot outside, and he'll throw a beauty of a pass to DJ Riles, his first catch of the game. And now movement at the line. That'll be against Georgia State. We need to be more disciplined, especially when the game clock was just about to expire. As Belair fakes, but this time he's swallowed up. This drive had promise, but now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 23. Belair will drop and toss it to the screen. Conservative call on 3rd down, but there's not much you can do when you're basically near midfield. Another punt for Damon White. Skied high, and Lee will try to gain some more yards. Not much, but they'll start at the 28. It just feels like we could have done so much more with this game. And we left a lot of meat on the bone since the 2nd quarter. And Ole Miss has not slowed their pace. They've done a good job wearing our defense down, but our guys have responded well. Need one more stop here on 3rd down. It's Taylor. A lot of nice moves there as he will take it past midfield. Here's second down. It's a screen, and our defense was way too far back, and that's an easy first down again. Ole Miss looking for another lead. And oh, what a catch! Nicely done by Caden Lee. Justin Battle and the defense in some trouble now. And Simmons finds the open man. Inside the 20, sloppy tackling by Georgia State, and it's first and goal, Ole Miss. This is just too much firepower for a Sun Belt team to handle. And Diggs finds the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This is what happens when you sit comfortably with your lead. It can vanish in a blink of an eye. And now it's a tall order for this offense. Belair going deep for McGee. And that's great coverage there by the slot corner. It's another third down. This place is rocking. As the screen to Robinson will move the sticks, but barely. Robinson now lined up inside. Belair will throw again. Going towards Robinson, and he's open, making the catch at midfield. I'm not sure why the defense left him alone. This guy has shown throughout camp that he can be a star for this team. That may be the spark we desperately needed. As Amos has no room to run. Maybe a yard, but it's not going to cut it. Belair will need to do it again. This time for Hurst outside, and he couldn't hang on. It was there on the one-on-one, but Ole Miss will have a chance to ice it now. It's Taylor, and he gets 6 on the check down. Taylor again, but this run is stopped behind the line. The Icy Hopkins is someone I really want to stay beyond this season. We need players who can do the dirty work. And it also gives another chance for this offense. It's been stagnant in the fourth quarter. And in motion, it goes to McGee. And look at the speed by Ole Miss. It definitely feels different with these jet passes as to last year. I do appreciate that defenses know how to defend it a little bit more. As Murray can't pick up the marker, and it's decision time. And movement, but it's pointed at our left guard, Matt Cook. Tough break. We're hoping this is the last time we see Damon White. We're asking a lot of our defense, but can they find a way to get one more stop? Quick toss, and that's not a good start. Ole Miss already past midfield. They can pretty much do whatever they want now. And now Battle misses a tackle. Gain of 4. Under 2:40 to go. Back to the ground with Diggs. He's got space. More sloppy tackling. And that may be the dagger. We still have 3 timeouts. But it's not going to matter if we can't stop the run. Another 5. Timeout Panthers. Expect us to run commit. It's a screen and room to run. Ole Miss is going to finish this with an exclamation point. Touchdown. In previous years of football games, it's predictable that teams would run. But once they identified the commit, Ole Miss exposes us. Wallace gets a perfect block by Caden Lee, who's had an amazing game. And it was the easiest touchdown that he'll ever score in his life. Georgia State can only hope for a miracle with a minute to go. Belair finds the tight end Erickson. It's all hurry up at this point. Needing to score fast. And he'll find McGee on a nice diving catch. It's only stat padding at this point. We need points. Belair to drop back. And he's crushed on the blind side. At this point, there's not much we can do. We definitely gave it our best shot, but we know now what it takes to transition over to the SEC one day. We're going to need to recruit a lot of playmakers someday, but that means we need to find ways to win too. As Erickson drops that. Pretty much the final play for the offense. And what a fitting end as Belair is sacked again by Perkins. And Ole Miss just showcased why they are the number 19th ranked team in the nation. It started out great and I felt pretty good about our squad after Branson Robinson's touchdown. But the air was sucked right out of us when he got hurt. And I just didn't really feel like we had any rhythm in the passing game or even time. This Ole Miss pass rush was aggressive throughout the game, and that just led to so many chances for their offense to attack us. While the defense did a pretty decent job, it was just too much to ask from a unit that has a 64 overall. I did enjoy watching some of these guys step up like Antonio Wesley and Marlon Dean, but today it just wasn't enough. Christian Valaire played okay, 65% completion and a score, but the stats don't really share the whole story. Most of it was the garbage time yardage, and the run game was basically a non-factor in the second half. And you're just not gonna win if the ground game lets you down. But week 1 is more about knowing what you have at first glance and getting a feel for the team. I will say that I wish I adjusted more in my game plan to get Ted Hurst more involved. He is the best player on the team, and it's never a good sign when you give him one catch and it included a drop and a throw in double coverage. Branson Robinson went down in the second quarter. He will be good to go for the next game, but I'm more concerned about his career bar that's already yellow, and he's just a junior. I think we will need to give him a pitch count going forward. You guys can also let me know in the comments section how you would handle this wear and tear situation. For recruiting, we have guys that are ready to visit, and I want to make sure we have enough points to make it happen. I took out points we are leading significantly in and decided to spread it out so those visits can happen. Teron Breeze is my first visit I will schedule. We could really use more playmakers everywhere, but this is needed for whoever our future quarterback is. And it's nice that we only need to use 10 points for a visit now. James Madison is going to be a key game for us in week 6. Terrell Bloomberg is also ready for a visit. I'm glad no one has a radar on him just yet. I want to make sure we secure him before these bigger schools find out about him. I think if we win week 6, we could secure both of them. Kadron Badrin is also going to get a visit from us. Middle Tennessee is also in the race, so this may be tighter than the other guys. There's also too much interest in 2-star Dom Payne, so I will remove him from my list and use those points elsewhere. Actually, Bajent could use some of that, so there's that. I played today's game with last year's sliders, but I recorded this while Matt 10 releases version 1 sliders for College Football 26. I'll go with these and see how the gameplay is. He's pretty spot on with all of this stuff, so that will be implemented in the next game. Tough week 1, and we'll look to bounce back against the Memphis Tigers. Their best player is Frank Peasant, the running back. We'll see if we can contain him to a reasonable outcome. They are coming off a win over FCS Southeast, who we will see in week 3. 48-3 is crazy. But their quarterback, Brendan Lewis, threw for 5 touchdowns and also ran in for 1. I can't believe this is how the season is starting with Ole Miss and Memphis. At least we get our own night game next episode. I'm excited to see if they did anything with our walkouts here at Georgia State. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I had a blast with this game and I can't wait for the next one. Please like and subscribe for more Georgia State Panthers Dynasty and leave a comment below on how you think we should handle this roster. Hope you all have an amazing week. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out.